In Hell's Kitchen, when the heat is on, it's not always the fancy techniques that fail, it's the basics.
There's no salt in there. There's not even an ounce of salt in there. Are you serious? We can't send any food, Garrett, unless we've tasted anything.
From raw food to forgotten seasonings.
Butter, cream. Look, it's bland. Plasticine.
These are the top moments when chefs actually forgot basic cooking in Hell's Kitchen. At the top of the list is Kevin from season 15. In episode 3, Hassan was working on a meat station during a high-pressure dinner service. With VIPs in the dining room, Ramsay instructed him to prioritize the VIP tickets.
Fire now. Buzz Aldrin, 2 tuna, 4 Wellington. Yes, chef.
Yes.
Hassan, focus on your table. Yes, chef.
Amid the chaos, Hassan asked Kevin for a simple favor.
Put the Wellingtons in for me, Kevin. Wellington's going in the oven.
What Kevin did next stunned everyone in the kitchen.
Where's he going? Where's that idiot going?
Whoa. Bring those back, please.
Get him over here.
Instead of putting the non-cooked Wellington into the oven, he grabbed one that was already cooked.
Kevin.
They're already cooked, man. We're cooking the ones that aren't cooked. Back up before you get slapped up, bro.
One of the worst basic mistakes of the season, and Ramsay's reaction to it was brutal.
Hey, you. I'll kick you to the moon. Come here.
Oh.
He may be an astronaut, but you're a space cadet. Are you okay?
Yes, chef.
You sure?
Yes, chef.
And if you thought the last service was messy, this next one shows how fast a kitchen can fall apart when communication breaks down.
On order. Table 30. 2 snapper, 2 tuna, 2 Wellington.
Yes, chef.
Mid-service in season 15, episode 3, Ramsay was ready to move things along until Kristen completely lost the ticket.
Kristen, call back that order.
2 specials.
Call back that 6 order. Quiet, everybody.
What should have been a routine callback turned into a verbal train wreck. She mixed up specials, skipped items, and froze, while the entire kitchen stood there waiting.
Call back the order.
2 special, 2 table sides, 2 risotto, 2 Wellington.
Ramsay gave her chance after chance to get it right. Instead, the confusion kept piling up.
Funny, right?
Not funny, I just focusing on 100 things right now.
This is not funny. I've had enough.
Sorry, chef.
That's when his patience snapped. To make sure there was no excuse left, Chef Christina Wilson literally wrote the order on her jacket so she couldn't forget it again.
Come over, you. Christina, write that ticket on her back.
Preston,
Behind you.
get up here.
Yes, chef.
Turn around.
Oh my God, what is happening right now? Why are you writing on my chef coat?
Do not let her forget what's on that table.
Yes, chef.
It was awkward, brutal, and impossible to ignore.
What's on this table?
Turn around, please. 2 specials, 2 lamb, 2 Wellington, 2 tuna.
Thank you.
Kirsten,
Yes,
got
chef.
it? Call back the order.
2 special, 2 lamb, 2 risotto, 2 Wellingtons, tuna,
And
2 snapper, chef.
finally, let's go.
The next chef from season 12 failed at something even more basic. In episode 17, the kitchen was finally ready to send out its first entrees, until Rochelle ruined it.
Rochelle, is the chicken ready?
Chicken in about 30 seconds.
Her task was simple,
We're slicing our chicken now, you guys. Oh my gosh.
but she grabbed the wrong knife and turned the chicken into a mess.
Dude, I'm gonna get yelled at for this.
Hey, where's that chicken?
Dude, I need a better knife.
The other chefs stood there stunned.
Michelle, you're doing like every knife but the right knife. I was dumbfounded. Don't tell me you're slicing it with a paring knife.
No, I was.
Chicken?
And somehow she still sent it up to the pass.
Yeah, chef. You're walking right now, chef.
I didn't know what else to do. When you're under that pressure, sometimes you just literally do dumb stuff.
After seeing the dish, Ramsay exploded.
What is this? Dog chewed up. I've seen jerky looking better.
This is supposed to be the best cook. And that's what I've got given there. Is that your best?
No, chef.
So if you're not giving me your best, don't bother.
And not just that, he stepped in himself and showed her how to properly cut the chicken.
Put pressure on the skin and slice down.
Yes, chef.
That's a big difference. Just showed me. Get a grip.
Danny from season 15 made one of the worst basic mistakes of the season. It was a wedding reception service in Hell's Kitchen, and there was no room for error. All the pressure was on Danny.
On order, 6 table, table 10. 2 risotto, 2 prawn, 2 scallops.
Yes, chef.
While cooking scallops, she made a critical mistake. Instead of using a non-stick pan, she grabbed the wrong one, causing instant disaster.
I need a solid 2 minutes, Jackie. 2 minutes on these scallops.
Danny,
Yes, chef.
are you using a non-stick pan?
No, I'm not using a non-chef pan.
And when Ramsay asked her why she wasn't using a non-stick pan, she claimed she couldn't find one.
I went through all of them, chef. I didn't want to stay here and do nothing, chef.
There's a non-stick pan by the side of you.
Seconds later, Hassan handed her the non-stick pan, the same one sitting right in front of her.
They're right in front of her face. If they were any closer, they'd burn her nose.
Yeah.
As tons of scallops had been wasted, Ramsay lost it and showed her why there are specific utensils to cook on.
There's
Yes.
a reason why I spend thousands of dollars on non-stick pans.
Oh,
They're stuck to a pan like to a blanket.
We're late, we're slow, and look what I've got to serve. There's a reason why we put these in a non-stick pan. Does anyone know why?
So they don't stick to the pan, chef.
And when you think using the wrong pan is the worst mistake possible, this next one tops it. It was the very first dinner service in Hell's Kitchen. Garrett from season 2 was ready to send out his first appetizer, but he missed something incredibly basic. There was no salt in his dish.
There's no salt in there. There's not even an ounce of salt in there. Are you serious?
And when Ramsay called out Garrett, an even more shocking revelation came out. He hadn't tasted his own dish before sending it to the pass.
We can't send any food, Garrett, unless we've tasted anything.
Ramsay was stunned. He reminded him of the most fundamental rule in cooking. You always taste your food before you serve it.
If you haven't tasted your own food, what chance have you got?
None.
I'd rather a burger.
A rookie mistake at the worst possible moment. Jason from season 4 managed to embarrass himself in the middle of dinner service. He didn't even know the menu.
Jason.
Yes, chef.
You're on desserts. What are the desserts?
For desserts, oh God. Verona chocolate and cherry fondant.
What is going on?
Moments later, Ramsay tested him, asking to recall the menu, starting with desserts.
Big boy, read the menu. Off we go.
What do you want first?
The desserts. Go.
Unsurprisingly, he fumbled again.
Chocolate fondant with, oh my God.
Oh, no.
No, I know this.
Ramsay was stunned.
Oh my
God, I can't.
God.
I've hit my breaking point.
He stopped the kitchen, called everyone over, and used Jason as an example of what not to be.
I don't know.
Hey, come here. Say that again.
I know the menu.
Come here, you.
To make things worse, Jason admitted he was done, that he couldn't do it anymore.
You want to go home?
Yeah.
You're done.
I'm done.
So what can you give me then? Desserts.
Oh my God. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm done. I'm done.
But Ramsay didn't let him quit. Under pressure, with the entire kitchen watching, Jason finally managed to recall the menu.
Dig deep, Jason.
Chocolate fondant with chocolate Verona with black cherry fondant, chocolate souffle with vanilla ice cream, and Paris Patine with anisette ice cream.
Maybe that's Ramsay's method, breaking people down just enough to force the best out of them.
You were going to quit 2 minutes ago. That's it. There you go. Good.
It was the wedding reception service in season 15, episode 7. Hassan, working the meat station, was trusted with VIP tickets. Under pressure, he sent his chicken up to the pass.
Chicken, how long?
One chicken going to the pass.
Right behind you, chef.
But the moment Ramsay sliced into it, everything fell apart. The chicken was completely raw.
Chicken's raw. The chicken's raw.
Oh my God.
Ramsay lost it. He exploded at the pass and issued a warning to the red team. One more mistake, and they were getting kicked out.
Come here, you. Hey, all of you. Honestly, I swear to God, one more mistake and I am going to kick you all out.
By that point, Ramsay looked broken. The stare he gave the kitchen said everything that words couldn't. Late into dinner service in season 11, episode 2, with pressure at an all-time high, Susan had a complete brain fade that no chef at this level can afford.
Sauce entree, one halibut or New York strip.
2 minutes on this order. 1 halibut, 1 New York.
While appetizers were still stuck in the kitchen, she confidently started firing entrees as if the tables were ready to move on. But they weren't.
What's going, Susan?
Right now we have 1 halibut and 1 New York.
Hey, all of you, come here. Stop what you're doing, all of you.
chef.
She's firing entrees.
Ramsay caught it instantly. One look at the ticket and the mistake was obvious. No appetizers had even left the pass.
1 halibut New York strip. We haven't even sent the appetizers.
What should have been basic kitchen rhythm turned into total confusion. Susan tried to explain herself, but that only made things worse.
We fired that ticket, chef.
Who's we? I didn't.
She's screwed.
Because now she was running ahead of a service that wasn't even moving.
All of a sudden, you're the chef, right?
No, chef, no.
Step up. There you go. You it then. Here you go, Andy. Leave her alone.
Ramsay shut it down on the spot, making it painfully clear. If you don't understand the order of a meal, you don't belong running his kitchen.
There you go. Run it. Good luck. Off you go. Listen, Joe. Andy, leave him. Pathetic.
This next moment pushed the service straight into uncomfortable territory.
This is looking really good, guys. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
The pressure was building, the dining room was waiting, and Virginia suddenly hit a wall. Late into dinner service, with stress at an all-time high, she sent tortellini to the pass that was badly packed, uneven, and rushed. The kind of mistake Ramsay spots in half a second.
Look, it's burst. Virginia! Virginia!
Yes, chef.
One split and
I know they're all stuck together.
They're all stuck together.
They're all doing that, chef.
So it's the tortellini's fault, not yours.
At first, there's no explosion, just that quiet, terrifying pause as Ramsay looks down at the plate. Then he calls Virginia over and starts breaking it down piece by piece.
In your restaurant, would you serve that?
Yes.
Say that again?
Yes, I would, chef.
So that's good enough for you?
Yes.
Virginia doesn't have a real answer, and that silence says everything.
One more time. Would you really serve that?
I'll make some more, chef.
The dish gets sent straight back, the station grinds to a halt, and the whole team feels it. It's not a flashy disaster, it's worse.
Excuse me, chef.
Yes.
They're gone.
What do you mean they're gone? So there's my next problem. That table's gone.
Season 2 was already feeling shaky, but dinner service in episode 3 is where things really started to fall apart.
How long?
7 minutes.
Can they wait 7 minutes, please?
Orders were piling up, the kitchen was moving at a crawl, and the dining room had officially lost its patience. One table had been waiting forever, watching promises come and go, while nothing hit their table.
30 seconds.
You heard that 10 minutes
I'm
ago.
so sorry. Maribel,
Yes, chef.
the young lady's here now. How long, Maribel?
It's coming about 45 seconds.
45 seconds, madam.
45 seconds or I'm
You'd like
walking
to go
out of the
back to the table?
Maribel kept saying their beef Wellington was almost ready, but in Hell's Kitchen, that's usually a bad sign.
Coming up. Hello, guys.
Too long, I think, to wait for food.
When Ramsay finally checked the plate himself, it all came crashing down. The Wellington wasn't just late, it was raw, cold in the middle, completely unacceptable.
Oh, come on. No, you may be there. Read out the ticket for me for the Wellington.
Medium.
It's rare. Oh, come on. It's the only tab we've been doing, Maribel.
That was the breaking point. The diners got up and walked out mid-service.
We're gonna leave. I don't see anything.
Ramsay didn't chase them. He turned back to the kitchen and exploded. One raw dish had ruined the entire night, and with standards gone and customers walking, Ramsay shut the whole service down on the spot.
Is that the table?
This is the two ladies.
Missy,
Yes, chef.
table has walked out. And the sad thing about it, you've given up so easily because you don't give a.
If there was ever proof the blue team was in trouble, it came from a chef who couldn't handle one of the simplest dishes in the kitchen. Dinner service in season 10, episode 2 was already wobbling when the blue team hit another low point. Communication was messy, orders were dragging, and frustration was creeping in fast. But nothing summed up the night better than what happened on the garnish station with Royce.
Yeah. Royce, got the garnish? Bring him the garnish. Come on, Royce.
I said, take this. Garnish. Get it hot. This, you guys aren't communicating.
When Ramsay checked the mashed potatoes, he knew instantly something was off. They were flat, bland, and totally unfinished.
It's bland. Look, it's bland. It's bland. Just stands in there. Butter. Cream. Look, it's bland. It's like plasticine. My God, work it.
As Ramsay pressed him, Royce admitted he didn't actually know how Ramsay wanted his mashed potatoes made. No butter, no cream, no seasoning, just potatoes. That confession flipped the switch.
Chef Ramsay, I want to say I'm sorry I disappointed you. I didn't know how you wanted your mashed potatoes.
Ramsay tore into him, calling it embarrassing that a chef this far into the competition didn't know a basic staple. In a service already falling apart, that moment exposed exactly why the blue team was sinking.
I don't know how to wake you up anymore. You're like a zombie.
Sorry, chef.
You make him look good.
With the competition down to the final 4 in season 11, dinner service was all about leadership, and the pass was the ultimate test. When Cindy stepped up, things started strong. The kitchen was moving, risottos were flying out, and Ramsay liked what he was seeing.
Walking risotto.
Very nice, that risotto.
Thank you, chef.
But then came the curveball. Sous chef Andy quietly swapped lobster for crab in the risotto, a classic Hell's Kitchen trap. Cindy tasted it, nodded, and sent it forward without catching the mistake.
I can walk on risotto.
Yes, I got your lobster tails.
Happy with that?
Lobster tails?
Lobster tails here.
Right, stop what you're doing.
Ramsay stopped everything. Lobster was on the menu. What she approved was crab.
On the menu, what is it?
It's supposed to be lobster, it's crab.
That one miss hit hard. Ramsay reminded her that the pass is the last line of defense. No excuses.
Last line of defense.
Absolutely, chef. Chef Andy, I need a redo on those 3 risottos. You gave me crab, not lobster.
Cindy recovered and finished service, but that brief lapse said a lot. At this stage of the competition, even one missed detail can change everything.
How the did I not taste crab in there and not the lobster? I didn't even pick that up.